some debate around how important it is to gain momentum early in the season, Richard.
Well, in a competitive conference, it could be the difference between making and missing the playoffs or having home court and not. That first third of the season is so important.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the 3. Now here's George. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Shamet. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished.
Pass to Shamet. Bridges outside. Here's Anunoby. Anunoby, a screen on Maxey. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Chris.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Now, that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Now here's McBride. Screen by Robinson. 5 on the clock. Back to McBride for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. Maxey, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Here's McBride. Rebound by Philadelphia. George passes to Maxey. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And stolen by Bridges. Here we go. Up again. And Watford pulls it down. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw's good from Maxey.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Anunoby. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Grimes in for McCain. Now here's Maxey, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Great D that time from McBride.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Oubre. It's Shamet on the wing. Robinson passes to Shamet. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And they take the lead. Anunoby's got 5 points.
That is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Maxey with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Embiid gets the bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by New York on the other end. That's good from Embiid on the assist from Maxey.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for McBride. And Philadelphia making a change here. Finished by Robinson. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Now here's Robinson. Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Takes a 3. Pure from three-point range.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Maxey to the middle. Clarkson grabs a miss. New York leading by 4. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Grimes. Here's Edgecombe. He's scoreless. No good with the triple. Clarkson attacking. New York shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he makes the first. And so Clarkson nails both of them. There's 6 seconds left in the first. A deep 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Knicks up by 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
They've got Gershon Yabusele. He's out there with Josh Hart. And it's Porty in at the 5, down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Kolek. Clarkson outside. 5 to shoot. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And as a ball handler, Clarkson knows how to outwork the defense and make those openings for himself.
76ers trail by 6. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Drummond, the screen on Clarkson. To the inside. Drummond with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for New York. Bridges, he's checked in for Porty. Shamet comes in for Clarkson. And Miles McBride subbed in for Kolek. Now here's McBride. Bridges outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Jared McCain. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Edgecombe. An easy 2 on the layup. Edgecombe's gotten his first points in this one.
So athletic. I mean, that slashing ability is what made Edgecombe a top 3 pick.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
The 76ers making a switch here. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Offensive board. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Here's McBride. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work. And Maxi's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 4. Again, Philadelphia.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Outside McBride. Pass to Shaman. That three's off the mark. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. For 3, Maxey. The Knicks pull it in. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Yabusele, and it's OG Anunoby in for Hart. The 76ers also with a sub. Watford's checked in. Now here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Maxey with a screen on Bridges. Down low. Here's Embiid. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shakes him. And it's good on the lay-in.
Sweet touch inside the paint. George is so comfortable at that range.
McBride passes to Anunoby, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Back to Watford. Embiid against Robinson. Embiid can't hit.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Here's Shaman. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Takes a step back. Here's George. The rebound by Bridges.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Step back.
An elite defender. PG excels at being at the right place at the right time.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That one misses. Grimes, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. Second free throw, no good.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Now here's McBride, covered by McCain. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Grimes. George for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
Screen by Robinson. McBride with it. Picked up by Embiid. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
George with the bucket.
Nice job by George. All in one fluid motion.
And here's McBride. He has 6. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly.
You know, for Philadelphia, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that is going to do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, it's been quite a game from Mitchell Robinson.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Maxey. Trendon Watford is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And down it goes. 2 points. McBride's got 8.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Tries it from the top of the key. And it's New York with a rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Brian?
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And New York has possession. Following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Bridges against George. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Watford, right side. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Deflected! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. For 3, Bridges. And he's on the board for 3.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Got to come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. Second, New York. The 76ers, 4th.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
Philadelphia moving it around. Watford outside. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Knicks. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And, of course, there's Philadelphia, half a game behind.
When I look at the 76ers, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 76ers trail by 9. Outside McCain. Pass to Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 9 to the paint. Oh, deflected. Embiid with it. And McBride picks him up defensively. For 3, Maxey. Tries again. And finished off by Embiid inside. Now just a 5-point New York lead.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
And he gets the bucket. McBride's got 12 points.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Anunoby. Anunoby, a screen on George. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Good. And now it's a 9-point Knick lead. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Basket's good.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for New York. Yabusele comes in for Robinson. And Hart subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Watford. Grimes comes in for George. And it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey. 76ers trail by 9. 1:36 left in the third. Edgecombe. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, look at Edgecombe making space for himself out there off the pick, managing to find his shot.
McBride passes to Hart. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Yabusele can't hit.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
A nice shot by McCain.
They have no answer defensively inside.
So it's the Knicks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Pass to McBride. It's Hart on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. They get it again. Shot's good by Hart. Hart's got 7.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Outside McCain. Pass to Embiid. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Josh Hart is out there with Guerschon Yabusele. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Cordy in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. New York leading by 5. Now Clarkson. Outside Hart. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Philadelphia shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one.
And I like seeing Edgecombe share the rock like this. It shows how serious he is about involving his teammates.
Yabusele outside. Down low. Here's that 40. Some solid defense from Drummond.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Oubre finds Maxey. Puts it up from 15. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one's on Clarkson.
Wheeling that ball in. Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Now here's Clarkson. Banked it in off the glass.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Clarkson outside. Here's Yabusele. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Oubre. Outside Grimes. Inside. It's deflected.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
Pass to Hart. Bridges outside. Ball's stolen. Here's Grimes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Yabusele can't hit. The Sixers leading. Pass to Grimes. Outside Maxey. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Maxey against Clarkson. New York working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Bridges.
Great sell of the pump fake from Bridges. Gets him to bite and gets to the line.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Yabusele. Shamet comes in for Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Clarkson. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Second team foul.
Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
The work ethic of Bridges is really special. You see it on the defensive end of the floor, especially.
He launches. No.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside McCain. Screen by Embiid. Can't hit it. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Bridges outside. Now Robinson. Oh, stolen by Embiid. George outside. Here's Embiid. Maxey fires. Another chance. Owning the glass. Embiid.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Now Anunoby. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Oh, important points from Anunoby, and his team needed that.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. George against Bridges. Here's the floater, and it's good on the lay-in.
That's what you love about PG. He rises to the occasion.
Robinson, a screen on Maxey. McBride attacking. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Buries it from outside.
Huge bucket from George, leaning on the vet in that spot.
Now Robinson. Here's Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Outside McBride. Anunoby, a screen on Maxey. Clock at 6. Now Anunoby. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. Such a physical player.
Hard not to get into it with Embiid when you're covering him.
Clarkson's checked in for Shamet. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
Maxey with it.
Point of contact.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Philadelphia with it. Now George. Embiid. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Assist from Paul George.
This one belongs to the 76ers. They have to feel good about this performance.
Well, Paul, this...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jeff.